See how he's leaning away? Mm-hmm. See how he's invading space?
And his hair is sticking.
Yeah, those are his hackles. See, his ears are back. And so the little one is Tucker. This is Timmy. And so Timmy is kind of doing some dominance. He is kind of chasing him away a little bit, and he's deferring. You see his body language says, I'm uncomfortable. So if you see that sort of thing, that's when we need to call them away and recognize that he's trying to intimidate him. And you see he's got a little bit stiff and slow, and that's his way of kind of complying. And so that's not a healthy environment for the dogs to live in. This is one of the reasons why getting two siblings, we talked about earlier, this is for people watching at home, don't get two puppies out of the same litter. That almost always ends up with fights and problems. So look at that standoffishness right there. I'm staying that far away. I've also got up on the couch, so that gives me a little bit of authority. Not that I think he's challenging him, but I think he's almost like kind of hiding behind you guys because he's kind of domineering. So that's why they might need to have some time apart. There might be some time where you do a little bit of training. Training is actually a great way to burn energy as well. And so, and you boost their confidence through new skills, then they feel better about themselves. And so that might be a good little thing. So right there, the couch is kind of blocking him from being able to he was kind of body blocking him and kind of moving towards him. I didn't get my camera out fast enough to show all of it. But there's you see a little stiffness there. The tail is straight up, a little staring, but because Tucker is up on the couch and he's insulated between you, he feels a little bit more comfortable and confident. That's a play bow, or it could be I think that's just actually just a stretch. No, that's actually an invitation to play. And so, and it can go like that, and that's what throws a lot of people off. You're like, but you were just yelling at him, and now you want to be buddies? Dogs flip it and flop it all the time. But it's really important for us to be a good guardian to make sure that we are interpreting and seeing if one dog is kind of getting the other dog's space and the other dog is kind of acting stiff, their ears are back, they're moving away, they're moving slow motion, then we say, hey, and we separate the dogs, and we can do some of that paratreating. Can you grab 2 treats? And we'll do, I'm going to actually... Now we started filming where I didn't have my camera the way that I wanted to have it up. Let's get it. There we go. All right, so I'm going to have the treats. There we go. And I'll have you film me. Here, boys. Sit up. Come here. Sit. So I can do paratreating. I get them near each other, but I'm able to separate that treat. So because if I hold it here, I might create a fight. And so then I might take a step back and do it again, and take a step back and do it again. Like I talked about off camera, doing things that are communal, where the dogs are doing them together and they're distracted because the one treat's here, one treat's there. They can't challenge each other for it because that's not going to help. And then we're helping them practice a little, but right there, make sure you're watching through the camera. But the same sort of thing. So he's trying to walk in between. Tim is. And Tim is the bigger of the two. So he's using his size to try to intimidate little Tucker here and make Tucker feel a little bit, like deferring. And we don't want to see that. So again, your job is to make sure you're watching out for that thing. When you see it, don't make a big deal because that can create a problem as well. Just call the dogs apart, do a little training, take them for a little walk, do something to drain that energy. And then you can bring them back together, and then they're more likely to just hang out together because you've drained the energy. I feel satisfied, and I can just sit here, and now I'm practicing being near my brother in a calm, non-challenging sort of way. This is Tucker. This is Timmy. These are some tips on dog body language and how sometimes they will try to dominate each other. Not necessarily just brothers, but it happens that way.